You've got an ISA. Maybe you've got a SIPP too. Here's the question almost nobody answers properly: how much should go into each? Most people guess. They throw money at whichever account they open first, or split it down the middle for no real reason. But the way you divide your money between these two is one of the biggest tax decisions you'll ever make, and it has an actual answer. Quick reminder of what they are. An ISA, an individual savings account, shelters money you've already paid tax on, and lets you take it out anytime, completely tax-free. A SIPP, a self-invested personal pension, gives you the tax back up front, but locks the money away until you're 57. Same goal. Opposite trade-offs. In this video I'll give you a simple framework to split between them, based on your tax rate, and when you'll actually need the money. Plus 3 real examples at different income levels and life stages. This is general education, not financial advice. Let's get into it. Here's the good news: you don't need to guess. The split comes down to just 2 questions. Question 1. What's your tax rate? This decides how much the SIPP is actually worth to you. For a basic rate taxpayer, a SIPP turns £80 into £100, a 25% uplift. Useful, but not dramatic. For a higher rate taxpayer, that same £100 in the pension costs you just £60 once you've claimed your relief. That's a much bigger deal. The higher your tax rate, the more the SIPP pulls ahead, because tax relief is worth more the more tax you pay. Question 2. When will you need the money? This is the one people forget. Your SIPP is locked until 57, rising from 55 to 57 in 2028. Your ISA has no age limit at all. So any money you might need before 57, a house deposit, a career break, early retirement, an emergency beyond your cash savings, that money cannot go in a SIPP. It has to stay accessible. And accessible, tax-free, means an ISA. So, your tax rate tells you how much the SIPP is worth. Your timeline tells you how much you're allowed to use it. Hold those 2 ideas, everything else builds on them. Before you split a single pound between ISA and SIPP, there's an order to follow. Think of it as a priority stack, fill each level before moving to the next. Level 1, your employer's pension match. If you're employed and your employer matches contributions, that's free money, an instant 100% return before any investment growth. Always capture the full match first. Nothing else beats it. Level 2, clear expensive debt. Credit cards or loans charging you 20% or more will outrun any investment. Pay those down before investing. Level 3, an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of essential spending, in cash you can reach instantly, easy access savings or a cash ISA. This is what stops you ever being forced to raid your investments at the wrong time. Only once those 3 are handled does the ISA versus SIPP question even matter. The split we're about to cover is for the money left over after your foundations are in place. Let's make this real with 3 people, different incomes, different life stages. These are illustrations, not recommendations for you specifically. First, Maya. She's 28, earns $35,000, basic rate taxpayer, and she's saving for her first home in the next few years. For Maya, the SIPP is the wrong main tool, she needs this money long before 57. Her priority is access. So after capturing any workplace match, her best move is a lifetime ISA, a LISA. She puts in $4,000 a year, and the government adds a 25% bonus, £1,000 of free money toward a qualifying first home. Anything beyond that goes into a regular ISA for flexibility. SIPP contributions stay light for now. Second, Tom. 44, earns $70,000, higher rate taxpayer, focused on retirement. Tom's situation flips the answer. He pays 40% tax, so the SIPP relief is powerful. Every £100 in his pension costs him $60. And he'll likely withdraw at the basic rate in retirement, so he gets relief at 40 and pays tax at 20. After his employer match, Tom leans heavily into his SIPP. But he doesn't put everything there. He keeps an ISA growing too, because he'd like the option to slow down at 55, and he can't touch the pension until 57. That ISA is his bridge. Third, Priya. 36, self-employed, earning around $55,000 in a good year, which tips her into higher rate. Priya has no employer and no workplace match, so the SIPP is her main retirement vehicle. The clever part, because her income is lumpy, she times her bigger SIPP contributions to her higher 8 years, to capture 40% relief when it counts. But she also keeps a healthy ISA, because self-employed income is unpredictable, and she needs money she can reach without waiting until 57. 3 people. Same 2 questions. Completely different answers. So here's the framework you can actually apply. Step 1. Capture your employer match, clear expensive debt, and build your emergency fund. Foundations first. Step 2. Ask how much of this money you might need before 57. That portion goes into an ISA, no exceptions. This is the rule people break most often, locking away money in a SIPP that they end up needing early, and getting stuck. Step 3. Look at your tax rate. If you're a basic rate taxpayer, the ISA and the SIPP are close, so flexibility often wins, and the ISA does the heavy lifting, with the SIPP for money you're certain is for retirement. If you're a higher or additional rate taxpayer, the SIPP relief is hard to ignore, lean into it for your long-term money, while keeping the ISA for everything before 57. Step 4. Remember the bridge. If you want the option to stop work, or go part-time, before your pension unlocks, you need accessible money to cover those years. That's the ISA's job. The closer you get to retirement, the more this matters. And one more lever worth knowing, especially if you're under 40. The lifetime ISA, the LISA, sits between the two. It's worth understanding because it can beat both for the right person. Here's how it works. You can pay in up to £4,000 a year, and the government adds a 25% bonus up to £1,000 a year free. That £4,000 counts inside your £20,000 ISA allowance, it's not on top. You can use it for 2 things: buying your first home, up to a value of £450,000, or retirement from age 60. You have to open it before you turn 40, and you can keep paying in until you're 50. But there's a serious catch. If you take the money out for anything other than a first home or retirement after 60, you pay a 25% withdrawal charge. And because of how the maths works, that penalty claws back more than the bonus gave you, you can actually get back less than you put in. So a LISA is only for money you're genuinely committed to a first home or to retirement. For a first-time buyer under 40, though, that 25% bonus is some of the best free money in the UK system. Source: gov.uk. Let's bring it together. The split between ISA and SIPP isn't a coin toss, it's decided by 2 questions. What's your tax rate, which tells you how much the SIPP is worth? And when will you need the money, which tells you how much you can safely lock away? Foundations first: employer match, expensive debt, emergency fund. Then anything you might need before 57 goes in an ISA. Higher rate taxpayer? Lean into the SIPP for your long-term money. And always keep an ISA bridge for the years before your pension unlocks. It's not ISA versus SIPP. It's both, in the right proportions, for your situation. One question before you go: which one are you leaning toward right now, ISA or SIPP? Drop it in the comments, I read everyone. If this helped, subscribe. One video. One concept. No noise. Next, how much do you actually need to retire in the UK, the real number, and the one most people get badly wrong? See you there.